How much more can I take? I need rest, I need God, I need space. Another dead in the street, need a break. A tear rolled down my eye from the pain, from the pain. Cause we been fighting demons. They don't understand, oh, they don't need us. Bodies on the damn floor, leave us bleeding. Damn, I hate to see you go for no reason. It's another casket closed.
We got another crazy video today. Another Mopar owner was almost robbed at gunpoint, and he actually got in a shootout over his Charger. So this is why I tell you, you have to know what you're getting into with getting these Mopars. You have to know. Let's hop right into it. I don't know exactly where this situation happened, but him having his gun in his pocket that day potentially saved his life. If his gun was on the hip, I truly don't believe he would have got it off the hip that quick. And you doing that, you have to move a lot. You're gonna get shot in the process if it's somebody that really want to shoot you. That's why I have multiple guns, because you might not be able to get to one. They might, you know, I really don't like talking about how I move and what I do in certain situations, but you have to be prepared for those type of things. And with him doing it coming out the pocket, a lot of people really aren't prepared for you to come like that, because everybody does come off the hip. You know what I mean? So that was the best decision he made. And he played it cool. When the dude came up with the Draco, you know, he acted like, oh, you know, like, you got me, you know. And he, you know, just act like he could have been potentially taking a phone or wallet out his pocket. Nah, it's that pocket rocket he took out. And it seemed like he kind of paused when he upped it out the pocket and aimed it. He didn't just go right to shooting. He kind of just, he probably was surprised that he was able to pull his gun and the guy didn't shoot him. You know, it's like he kind of froze just a little bit. But in a real situation like that, if that's your first time, you never know how you're going to react. You really don't. So it's easy for people to say, oh, you should have did this, you should have did that. He did well enough, you know, just to protect himself in that situation. Because you could have gave the person your keys. And if they feel like, oh, you know, you remember my face or anything, a person could just shoot you right there. And everybody knows it only takes getting shot once. You can get shot in the leg and die. Like, it's just certain situations that don't be worth it. But this right here, he made his move, and he went. He didn't just give half. He went for it. A lot of people probably say, dang, how you that close and miss? Well, he wasn't really trying to aim. He was just more so like trying to get it off. I mean, it happened so quickly, he had to do what he had to do. When he pulled that gun, the minute he pulled it out, if he would have went to firing, he probably would have hit that guy for sure. But that little pause, and you give a person to realize what you just did, allowed him to move around. And luckily, I'll say this again, luckily the guy who was getting robbed moved out the way after he started shooting. You never shoot and stay in the same spot. You got to move around. Don't just stay right there, a standing target. Move around. Because if he would have got hit by that 7.62, you're gonna be messed up. I don't care if you get hit in the leg, the arm, the stomach. And if you really get hit in the stomach, you're gonna need one of those I want to say, just know, one of those bags. I was going to say something, but I'm not, you know how YouTube is with you cussing and stuff. You're going to need one of those bags, and you're going to be real smelly if you get hit in the stomach with one of those 7.62s. And it's going to look ugly. They call that a zipper. When they have to stitch your stomach back up, and it looks real ugly, and some of it's hanging out. You don't want that. So thank God that guy moved out the way. And you see, the guy with the Draco went to take cover behind the car. That's why it's good to have certain calibers, because that car is not a barrier. That's just concealment. Bullets can come right through there if you have the right caliber and the right ammo. You're shooting right through the doors. You just got to be prepared for those type of things. Because if you get in that situation and that person still has that gun on them and is still trying to harm you in that situation, that car is going to be, I'm airing that car out, suppression fire. They better lay on the ground, because I'm letting them fly. I'm giving it everything I got. If you get in that situation, give it everything you got, so you can make it home to your family, and you had the right to protect yourself. He didn't do nothing. All he did was have a Daytona Charger. Now, I can't see the front fender of his car to see if he has the 392 or the 5.7 version, but it's a Daytona Charger. No matter what engine you have, a Daytona Charger is a nice car. And he has it in the F8 green. So that's all he did that day, was come out at nighttime and be in a Dodge Charger. And that guy said, hey, we gonna get this today. We gonna take it from you. No telling how hard you done worked for it, what sacrifice you made, what you went through to get it, and how hard you worked to maintain that. No, they don't care. You don't get no sympathy for that. That's how thieves think. I'm gonna take it from you. It's very unfortunate that these cars have a very negative history. So it's really crazy to think what's going to happen with these new electric Chargers that are coming out, and they come in 2-door and 4-door. I truly believe it's going to be bad with those two once people learn how to steal them. Right now they got a whole new software, but it's only a matter of time before they start stealing them, and once they do, it'll be just like stealing a 2023 Hellcat. And honestly, that's why I really want to leave Dodge. I love Dodge. You know, I'm a diehard Dodge enthusiast. But just having that negative, you know, history with your vehicle, and knowing anytime, any day, any place that someone could potentially try to rob you for your car or steal it, it gets old after a while. And I've been driving the Mopars since 2020. So I've really had my fun with it. I plan on probably getting rid of my cars after a while. So I'm just enjoying it, having fun with it, getting my money's worth with my wrap. But there's gonna come a day I'm gonna get rid of it for sure. I think about getting a Hellcat and a Trackhawk all the time, but you have to deal with stuff like this. In which, okay, you got guns, you can, but okay, come on now. I'm not John Wick. You know, I'm not Liam Neeson from Taken. Come on now. I don't feel like going through this all the time. You just trying to get up and go get a McFlurry and a 3-pack of chocolate chip cookies from McDonald's, and next thing you know, you done had to fire off and a few people with Pooh Shiesty masks on. It's just like, come on, man. Nobody feel like doing that all the time. In this car, if you don't have a gun, you're putting yourself at risk. Not only are you putting yourself at risk, you're putting anyone that's in that car with you at risk. That's just what comes with these cars now. And you see, that guy could have potentially lost his life over someone trying to shoot him over his car. What? These little young dudes is stupid. You trying to shoot somebody over their own car and risk going to jail or getting killed over it. Over a car that ain't even yours. Stupid, bro. It's really dumb. But you can blame both sides. You can blame the owner for buying that car knowing that this is what comes with it. Or you can blame the idiots not wanting to work and wanting to take from whoever they can get it from. You should be able to, live your life. Buy what you want. Not have to worry about no one taking your stuff. But this is reality. This isn't a fairy tale land. This is real life. So stay in tune with what's going on. Some people still own these cars right now and have no clue that they can be stolen so easy. How? You've been living under a rock? So be very careful before you purchase one of these. And if you do have one, still be careful. Every day, anytime you're in one, stuff like this can happen to you. I don't care what race you are, what gender you are, what neighborhood you live in. None of that matters. This car comes with that. You don't want that to happen to you. Watch people following you time to time. Check your car for trackers. Don't always roll solo. Me, 90% of the time, by myself. It'd be those other few times that in that situation, if I'm coming out and I got somebody in my car, you won't even know. They've been watching you the whole time. You won't even know. And you got to play it so cool, so you can see how it play out. That's why I need to emphasize that having that 10 is good. It doesn't always mean you're hiding stuff or stuff like that. No, that's not what that always means. I just like privacy, I don't like people seeing in my car and everything like that. Being able to see who's inside, who's driving, and no. It's a mystery. Element of surprise. And in that situation, that guy, he just took a gamble. The guy trying to rob him. That guy could have had people in other cars at the gas station watching him when he was coming out. And you come out with a Draco trying to rob somebody and get your top blew off. Get your brains blew out because you wanted to rob somebody, but you didn't even know he had people watching you. You got to move a certain way. And this is why I preach having different calibers for different situations. In this situation, if somebody did that to you and was that close, if you have a 45 ACP, a 10 mil, a 357 SIG, a 40, you're going to do some damage. And those, really, we can take the 40 off, which the 40 is still a wonderful round. But I really want to emphasize on that 45, that 10 mil, and that 357 SIG, calibers that have been known to have an amazing track record of stopping power. That will stop you in your tracks. Because in a situation like that, stuff popping off so fast, you got to do what you got to do. And of course, people going to move around. If you were able to get one shot with that high caliber, you're going to cause some damage, and do enough to neutralize the threat. It's something to think about. I still love my 380s are cool and other smaller calibers, but in something like that, that high caliber is going to do some damage. And whether you're able to land a shot, center of mass, or just an arm or shoulder, those calibers are so strong that it's going to break bones. So even if somebody had the gun in their hand, now they can't even shoot no more. You stop that. And it gives you time to get out there, do what you got to do, or lay suppression fire down. You got to think about all these things. Crazy situation. I honestly think it's going to get worse because, 2023, this was the last year to make the V8 Chargers and Challengers. They're still making Hellcat Durangos and TRXs though for 24. But I think it's honestly going to get worse. Just wait till about another 2 years from now, when there's really no more coming off the production line, no more on the lots, unless it's just used. No, it's definitely not going to be no more brand new. I think it's definitely going to get worse because the demand is still extremely high for these cars, but the supply won't be low, but it's just there's no more new ones. So all the ones that are out now will just be existing, and you have to find them and buy them and stuff like that. So people are gonna steal them even more. It's sad to say, but that's what it is. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.